Hello everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name is Kitan. Welcome to my channel. I am in Ubon Ratchathani province in the northeastern of Thailand, and in this video I am featuring one of these places of interest in the Ubon Ratchathani city, and this is the Ubon Ratchathani National Museum here. So you can see there, that's the signage, the Ubon Ratchathani National Museum. So we are going to take a tour inside this historical building here, one of the historical building which has been transformed into the National Museum, the Ubon Ratchathani Province Museum. So I hope you join me, and we are going to take a tour right now. So you can see here, this is the signage that shows the Ubon Ratchathani National Museum, and we take a look at the surrounding of this museum here, the boundary within the museum, quite a large greenery surrounding this museum building here. So you can see there the National Museum of Ubon Ratchathani building with its iconic paint there, the yellowish color paint on its wall with the green color wooden windows there. So this is one of the historical architecture within the Ubon Ratchathani city, and you can see the lush trees and the grass that surrounds this building here. So let's take a look around this exterior of this Ubon Ratchathani National Museum here. So we take a look at the other side of this Ubon Ratchathani National Museum here. So take a look at the architecture of these old buildings here, one of the historical architecture in this Ubon Ratchathani city here. So there is a ticket booth here for you to get your ticket. So this is the ticket booth here, and the cost of the ticket is 100 baht there. So you can see that this is the ticket I bought. This is 100 baht to get into the Ubon Ratchathani National Museum. And this is the other side of this National Museum of Ubon Ratchathani here. So you can see another lush greenery over at this part of the Ubon Ratchathani National Museum, and this is the other side of the building. So we are going to head inside the museum, and we are going to start the tour inside this Ubon Ratchathani National Museum here. So join me as we enter into the National Museum of Ubon Ratchathani now. So this is where we are heading inside into the museum here. So you can see there, this is the King Bhumibol Adulyadej, or the King Rama IX photograph here. just as we enter into the National Museum of Ubon Ratchathani here. So you can see the architecture inside this building, the Ubon Ratchathani National Museum here. So one of the historical architecture, as I mentioned earlier, you can see the infrastructure inside this National Museum here with its wooden structure there, as well as the wooden doors and the wooden craft design up there. And these are the wooden floors here, the timber floors. So this is part of the interior of the Ubon Ratchathani National Museum. This is the room here. You can see one of the room here which has the replica of how the Ubon Ratchathani National Museum looks like on the of the general view of this National Museum buildings. So we take a look here. You can see there, that's the full building view of this National Museum of Ubon Ratchathani here. So these are the informations, the historical informations about the Kingdom of Thailand. The signage, the Ubon Ratchathani National Museum. So this is where the informations on the prehistoric period of the Ubon Ratchathani province. These are some of the informations about the beginning of the prehistoric period in Ubon Ratchathani province. So this is the Pathum National Park, the longest panels of prehistoric rock art in Thailand. So this is what you can see over at the Pathum National Park. So this is the replica that is being displayed over here at this Ubon Ratchathani National Museum here. So some of the informations about the prehistoric rock art in Thailand. You can see here the prehistoric period begins with the Stone Age, followed by the Metal Age, and then you have the social development thereafter. So quite a number of informations on the prehistory of northeastern region of Thailand, as well as over at the Mekong, the Chi, the Moon River Basin. More information here. These are the location map that illustrates the prehistorical archaeological sites in Ubon Ratchathani province. And we move on to this site here. This is the the Paleolithic period, or this is the beginning of the prehistoric period, the Stone Age period here. So these are the drawings that shown the Stone Age period that begins over here in Ubon Ratchathani province. So some of the artifacts there, the archaeological findings. So you can see there the Stone Age in the Ubon Ratchathani province. We move on over here. This is the prehistoric metallurgy in Ubon Ratchathani and the nearby province. So take a look at some of the artifacts there, the archaeological findings. So these are some of the evidence of the Metal Age found in Ubon Ratchathani and nearby province. So the prehistoric man in the Metal Age period. So there are some informations on the functions of some of the archaeological or the artifacts being found during those metal period. So this is the informations about the bronze drums there. What are they being used for during those period? So you have more drum production here, the bronze drum production, which were found during at the archaeological sites in nearby Ubon Ratchathani province. So this is the bronze kettle drum on display here. Here you can see the prehistoric pottery there. So another section over at this National Museum here at Ubon Ratchathani province. So these are some of the archaeological and artifacts that were found over here in Ubon Ratchathani province. So this one here is the evidence of the burial sites found in Ubon Ratchathani province. And this is the prehistoric pottery again over in Ubon Ratchathani province, some of the artifacts here. And these were the display of the pottery artifacts here found in Ubon Ratchathani province. some informations about the different types of pottery found. Now this is the beginning of the historic period informations over at this site here, over in this Mekong and the Chi Mun River basins. So this is the Davarati boundary stones found in the northeast of Thailand, and some information over this Davarati boundary stones here in this northeast of Thailand here. So this is actually the Davarati boundary stones. It's indeed the temple boundary stones. So which have some distinctive decorative patterns. So this is the standing Buddha there, which is the Davarati art. This is derived from the Davarati art there. This one here is the Chenla culture or the camel culture before the Angkor period. So you can see this is the sandstone, the garnet, the Lord Ganesha or the Lord Garnet sandstone. And then you have this one here, which is the colonnettes sandstone. So these are the camel influence art in the Lopburi. This is the Lopburi architecture before the pre-Angkor period. You can see some of the sandstones there on display. So that's the Prasad. In Aranya Pratet, which is just a border between Thailand and Cambodia. There is another sculpture here, the only sitting Ardana Rishwara sculpture in Southeast Asia. And this is actually a Thai camel influence art here, as being displayed here on the information here. So some information as well over here on this sculpture. So we move on to this side here. So there are more informations, there are more sandstones on display here. These are the camel arts influence sandstones there. So there are more camel art influence sandstones on display over at this section here. Over here, these are the rooms or the sections where the display of Buddha sculptures or Buddha images of the Thai Lao style here. So we can take a look some of the Buddha structure here, the Buddha sculpture, which is of Thai and Laos influence. So you have a diverse of history within this Thailand itself. You can see there is a mixture of Khmer and Thai, as well as the Laos and Thai as well. That forms the part of the history of Thailand. Here is the rooms that display on the Buddhism related fine arts that you can find in the structure of the temple, in the Thai temple. So these are some of the items here on display. This is actually made from wood. So these are the scripture cabinet, which are also made from wood there. So you have another display here. You can see here the This is the Ratanakosin art on display over here, and you can see over here there is this Lao Ratanakosin and the Vietnamese influence art. So apart from the Khmer, Thai, Lao and Thai, there is also the Vietnamese and the Ratanakosin or the Thai influence arts within the Thai history. So these are some of the temple structures which has the Lao Ratanakosin and the Vietnamese influence architecture there. There are more Ratanakosin art display over here as well. This is the information about the Ubon Ratchathani textile. We'll take a look at some of the Thai silk there, which is from here, Ubon Ratchathani province. So that's the end of this Ubon Ratchathani National Museum tour. I hope you enjoy watching this series of this National Museum tour over at this Ubon Ratchathani city. And please give me a thumbs up if you enjoy watching this series. And please remember, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, and please leave any comments if you do have some comments. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in my next video.